we're here with Nebulam.
Hello.
They are a new, fresh, hardcore band, and we're here at PBS. So, right, how was this experience on air for you?
The best. It was the best. It was a lot of fun. It was really a lot of fun.
Best opportunity we've had so far.
Yeah. And so you've been around for a year.
A year, yeah.
And what do you expect?
More. Just a lot more. I mean, we've got more gigs coming up. We've got one on the 18th of May at the Last Chance. That's a headliner celebrating 1 year of Nebulam. We've got false dichotomy support and carnage support. And then we've got one the week after on the 25th at the Last Chance, but we're going to be supporting that one for Clothesline EP release. So it should be sick.
Very excited for that one.
Yeah. So, who founded the band?
I had the idea, I guess. We always played in bands together in school, and I just thought it'd be a good idea because we'd always talk about metal, and we never played in any metal bands. So I just kind of thought, just play some metal together. So,
Always did say, who does what we know?
I'm the bass player.
I do vocals, I'm the guitarist.
And one who is
Yeah, so we've just got a new drummer called Oscar. He wasn't here with us today, but he definitely rips. We're gonna probably write some new stuff with him, but also save some old material and play some of that with him as well. So that should be sick.
So, the name, it sounds a bit fun.
Yeah. So the name came from, I was actually just talking about it in the, so we were in music class, and our teacher was just kind of rambling on about random stuff, and he was like, talking about like a nebula as like a metaphor for something. I keep saying this, but I can't remember exactly what the metaphor was for, but I just thought it was interesting, and the definition I could find for Nebulam was like a singular particle that makes up a nebula, like the nebula like star. And I thought that was pretty fitting for what we do because as a hardcore band, we're just one little piece out of so many pieces that make up something really big. So that's also, it's kind of like a double meaning. It's just something random I heard, but then also something that just was like, this is like the definition of like, what we really are.
So, usually do one thing and then everything else continues. Wow.
Yeah, the crowd, other people in the hardcore community, other bands, inspirations, yeah.
And of course, you know, Melbourne.
Melbourne,
Best hardcore scene.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Of course, you have hardcore as well for and cool.
Yes.
And then you have the fantasy part.
Yeah.
But still, it doesn't.
You do it best. You do it best.
Especially when you've got new ways to do things.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd say we're pretty new. Like, when we started, we were like, okay, we don't really know exactly what we are. All we know is that we've got a bit of punk, we've got a bit of metal, and we just didn't know like exactly like how much punk we wanted or how much metal we wanted or how exactly like we're gonna blend them. But then we just landed like, you know what, I think if we go like sandwiched between like hardcore and like metal and like maybe a little bit of like metalcore and deathcore in there, I think that's probably like a good mixture. But when I think like the basis of like what we really are is just hardcore.
Okay, so what do you love most that when you singing, you like the heavier, or you just like the stronger bang, the rhythmic, have that classic breakdown?
Just multi-breakdown.
I think I don't know, cause like we do have some like groovy stuff, like in in our new release, one of the songs, Bridge Burner, has a very like groovy sort of like I don't know, it's got like some groovy stuff in it. It's also got like some heavy stuff, like just some straight blasts. And it does have like a lot of like rhythmic stuff, like syncopation between like the drums and guitar and stuff like that. So we kind of tend to blend a couple things. Obviously, we love being heavy, but we love being something people could also dance to, I guess.
Good mix.
So yeah.
Okay, so for bassist and guitarist, this is the classic question.
Okay.
Your favorite stringed part?
The low B.
Yeah, the low B.
It's always the low
B. We're tuned down to B, so the low B is for us. Yeah.
It's the best. Best tuning.
Palm muted chuds on the low B.
Palm mute.
No.
And favorite type of vocals?
Okay. Obviously, because like I listen to a lot of different stuff with a lot of different vocal types. Like I listen to like slam, which will have like just like really deep gutturals, and like obviously like if you listen like 2000s like deathcore, like a lot of like like the bear growls and that sort of stuff. But I think my favorite vocals are probably like I like a bit of a mixture between like scream, like fry screams, and like sort of like that like punk like yell, like that like yelling sort of vocal. So you've got a bit of like you've got a bit of pitch, but you also have like that like gravel in your voice that like just sort of like makes everything like, I feel like it just makes things a lot more like powerful and like angsty, and it's a lot more aggressive, I feel like.
So, with the gigs coming up, doing the 1 year anniversary, doing the support, what festivals would you like to get the sense?
Outbreak Fest. That's always been one who said, I think a more like, even if it's just like, even something in like maybe like Sydney could be good. We've always said like, just like a festival in Australia to begin with would be good. But if we're talking like festivals that like everyone like sort of talks about, then yeah, definitely like Outbreak, LDB Fest would be cool, and what is it, Sound and Fury Fest, I think. And those all are like American fests, but definitely like something we always like look towards, like that could be us.
Well, I reckon you definitely get there.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
They still have this year to own it.
100%.
Expect more tunes, the classics, and all the best for Nebula.
Thank you. Appreciate that.